Good morning, Beth Callback here with another project share, and this time I'm getting ready to send out a swap for a Valentine gift over on Scrap the World, and I left the last one open so I can show you what's inside, but this is what my packaging will look like when they go. In this I made a box with the envelope punch board, and I made a pom-pom with my little pom-pom maker. And I made a little tag which will have the person's name on it. And then inside here, for my little giftie, I made some resin embellishments. I really like making these. So I thought that was a nice gift share. And then I cut out some words, some die cuts. Because I don't know, I really like receiving die cuts and things that I don't have. To me, that's a really thoughtful gift. So that's it. So let me show you what's inside. Put that over there. You don't get much room. I gotta figure this camera thing out a little better. But inside, first thing we had to do was make either a shaped card or a shaped tag. So I chose to make a shaped tag, and here's my tag. And I cut this out, it's a die cut, you can see the shape better if I turn it over. And I cut it out 3 times, twice with pretty paper, and once on the inside with like tag cardstock so it would be nice and sturdy. And then I took a little piece of glitter ribbon and I glued that down across there. And then it had to have to and from on it, so I made another little tag and stamped to and from. And then I just put a cute little heart on there to go with the theme. And then I had these paper stickers, embellishments. I put a butterfly on there, and I cut out the word love out of gold metallic paper. And then I took stickles in that diamond dust and gussied it up on the butterfly. Made a pretty little bow, used some vintage string that I have, and voila, there's my little tag. And then also, I'll finish this up. I made a little bag. This will be a bag topper, so that's how it will go in the mail. And then I made a large tag, and I used tulle. I left this kind of long, which will give the person who gets it a little option, right? Because there's actually enough if you wanted to tie like a little bow, you could. If you wanted to make this shorter and fluffier, you could. So I kind of like options, so I left it there. Had to make a hanging tag. So this theme I definitely kept with the pink and the shabby, but I had these neat little bow beads too. Put that on there. Distressed all around it. Put some ribbon trim, lace trim that I had. That has like a pink ribbon going through it, and then I put, these are the faintest of pink flat back pearl trim, put a row of that on there. And then I used flowers, like wild orchid flowers, although these are not wild orchid. These, I'm looking at it, these came from Michael's, that new line they have. And I took the extra little wires and I made like little tendrils to stick in. Added some bling, and voila, my tag was done. Okay. Then we had to include 2 embellishments, and you can see how everything's packaged. But I did keep one note. Here's the first one. Well, I should show you this one. I only had one butterfly. I really liked that. What I did is I started with a wooden, flat wooden circle. It's about 1/4 of an inch wide. And I took a metallic gold marker and I made the edge gold, and I painted them. You can barely tell, it's like a real light ecru, but I did paint them. And then I put a piece of crochet trim on there, and then a little bit of tulle fluff, and some flowers, and a little piece of ribbon, and one of those beads with the words on it. And then, after I was all done, I took some glimmer spray. I love this stuff, glitter dust, in the silver. And I sprayed them, and I don't know if it shows on the video, but they're really, really sparkly and pretty, and even the bead is very sparkly. And it also, which I like, it added like a stiffness to the ribbon, because, you know, it must have something stiff in there, some kind of glue to keep that glitter on, right? So that's one embellishment. And then for my second embellishment, I have this little die cut. I made these little envelopes, and I made little love letters inside that say, I love you. And I took some, so they can actually, you know, this comes out. Put that in there. Took some more of that vintage string, twine, whatever you want to call it, and wrapped it around and kind of tied it, put a little heart. And then I took a clothespin and glued it on there. So, voila, there's my second embellishment. And then the last thing we had to include were some lace trims. So I used this one, which I thought was really pretty. It's taped right, open it up. I hope whoever gets this likes it, I really do. And then I made a card that fit my box, and I just punched it a pretty edge on both sides, and the other two trim I used fit on here. This is really pretty. It's like roses with pearls inside. And then this is like the ribbon, the trim I used on my tag, except it's lavender instead of pink. So that all goes in here. My little embellishments fit in here. I need to seal this one. Yeah, there you have it. And then I just took some, when I made my pom-pom, what I did is I kept a long tail, so I have enough to go around the box and kind of tie it closed. Because I wanted them to be able to, if they choose to re-gift it, because that's the whole premise of the swap, that they would be able to do that without ripping into things. So that's what I did. So there you have it. I hope you like that. I'll be back soon with another video. Be sure, and if you like my video, check off like below, and of course comments are always enjoyed, and spreading the word of my channel too. We'll see you next time. Bye.